How is it going, guys? We are back again, another day, another video. I do that every time. It's not even that funny. Listen, this song has just released. It's actually not just released, but whenever this video's up, this song will have been released. I will play you guys a quick snippet, just like 10-15 seconds. So thank you. Never been hurt more. I cannot thank you. Don't thank you. This something to me because I'm working my ass off. So yeah, that is the song. To get into the actual beat, I want to show you guys Pluggnb, Autumn, Summrs, Kankan. I feel like this is mostly like between like this new Summrs kind of Pluggnb, like the newer sound that from Fallen Raven, and also a mix of like that and like the Kankan kind of like telxry. Let's just go ahead and just straight jump into this. So boom, you see what these are? These are just regular chords. We got a F major 7th, we got an A minor 7th, just 7th chords, and then we just took the second note from our chord progression and just put them up an octave, and then it created this sound. Over here we made this a E minor 7th, and then over here we actually, if you guys will see, it's a little bit of a diminished chord. You see there's 2 spaces instead. This chord is actually out of scale, but it sounds right. This one is in scale, but it sounds a little bit off. That's because this is actually diminished. Warmth FM E piano. Right after that we opened Purity. It's a slow synth winter pad. Only thing that changed was we just added like filler, like more melody notes. So we added this, and this. Nothing crazy. We went ahead and opened Purity to, you know, start with the synthy little leads. You guys know the PW for President. It is in the lead synths. PW for President, super popular in Pluggnb. This is what it sounds like. You guys have definitely heard this in a song before. Kind of upward progressing, but it's just, you know, adding little flakes of like some grace notes and whatever else to add some rhythm and melody to our beat. Over here with these notes, I put them up in octave, and clicking in notes, whatever you hear sounds good, whatever, you know, whatever sounds good, just do it. After that, I wanted to get a little triplet kind of pattern going, so I went ahead and opened. I wanted like a little glockenspiel kind of sound. I found this Vibra Sprinkles and it sounded good enough to me. I actually liked it a lot, and I feel like it would be good with a triplet, and so this is what I played. I went from A sharp to A to down to F on the mixer. I also have a wider 118%. This shaper box has this preset on it on the time, this filter preset, this crush preset, and then this liquid preset. And then after that, I just take out some of the low end and a lot of the high end as well. Just leave the mids kind of to just do their thing. Over here, we took down all the lows, boosted the mid a little bit, and then, you know, boosted the highs a little bit. And then we also panned this one to the left. Pretty cool little sound. I like the triplet that kind of, it like clicks around like clink 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 clink, right? It sounds like glass hitting each other, whatever. After that, I wanted another kind of triplets like pattern, but for the right ear. So this one just has an EQ, takes out the low end and keeps some of the highs, and then same thing down here, except we took the mids out and then we panned it to the right, of course. This is from JV 1080, and this is the Fantasia JV in the bells. This is what this sounds like. Really simple, just adding, you know, more melody, and I wanted that triplet. I like using triplets in my beats. It kind of gives, when you have like just, you know, all the drums going and then you have a triplet just like bouncing around, it just really adds like a nice rhythm to your beat, in my opinion. I love when like Regalia uses triplet pattern all of the time. I love it, and so I, you know, incorporate it into a lot of my Pluggnb beats. This is a string from JV 1080. This is the bright strings, and I just played an A in the 7th octave. This is what it sounds like. Really simple, just, you know, one string. We just, you know, click in little hi-hats. You don't want it to play the whole time unless you're going for a classic Pluggnb, like old Pluggnb, like 2019, 2018. I like to pan my hi-hats a little bit just to give it more space, and then mess around with velocities as well. This is what we came up with. Really simple, just kind of a nice rhythm, and it goes well with our clap, snap, snare, 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 snare. After that, we opened this Zool clap. All these drums are in my kit. It's always in the description of any of my videos that I make. And we just have a clap on the 3, and then we have another clap on the 4, and it repeats on this side. And then we also have a Fruity Love filter. And then we also take out some of the low end because the snap is also on this, and it has some low end to it, so I cut that out. And whenever you do, whenever you cut low end out and you have effects, make sure your parametric EQ is at the bottom of your mixer chain, because if it's at the top, the effects can add low end, which EQ won't cut it out. It has to be underneath your effect. So this is what it plays. So kind of like that drill sound. Whenever you use it in a Pluggnb beat, it kind of just makes you wait for it, and it just adds a little bit more emotion to the beat, in my opinion. All these drums, I really just click them in to go to play with each other. So I'm going to just play them all together and then break it down. This is what they all sound like together. Really simple. So we have the hi-hat going the whole time. It leaves room for all the other snares and snaps going on. This xangang snare, I like using this the most in my beats. I like having this be the dominant snare, and it it just plays on some little, like, before the claps and right after the claps, or like in that kind of vicinity. I like adding this gibbo snare. This is used on a lot of Summrs beats, and it just hits on one certain spot and it repeats that. It's very, very prominent in a lot of his beats, or a lot of, I guess, xangang, go-yard type of beats. And then same thing with this on God snare. You'll hear this in a lot of Kankan Pluggnb type beats. Of course, just an open hat on the one of the first and third bar. So that's it for the drums. After that, we move on to the 808, and this is just a spins, nothing crazy. This beat is, of course, in F major. Finding an 808 pattern was a little bit tough, but eventually I came to terms with this one. I like this one a lot. It just kind of, just goes with the beat, and it still brings that Pluggnb like hype to it. And I like going high octave with a lot of my 808s in Pluggnb beats. A lot of Pluggnb doesn't do that, but a lot of it does too. So it's really, hit or miss depending on the artist, how they use the beat, how the beat is structured, and all that stuff. This is the 808 pattern that we went with. Really cool. I like adding these, like, a bunch of hits on them. I don't do this in all of my beats, but a lot of my beats I do add multiple 808s, so it's just like bang, 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 So that's pretty much it for this beat. I am going to play it out loud now for you guys to, enjoy, whatever. I appreciate you guys' support. You guys are honestly awesome. Give me some suggestions. Go follow the Instagram. Go listen to the song that just came out. Enough of me talking. I will leave you guys with the beat. Let me know what you think. I will see you guys very soon, hopefully. Goodbye.